Administer is also used for performing the ordinances. When the Lord describes the proper manner of performing the ordinance of baptism, He used the word administered. He also used administer in describing the conduct of the sacrament. All outward ordinances are to be administered by the lesser priesthood. The higher ordinances are to be administered as well, including the washing of feet and the endowment. Indeed, all ordinances of the gospel are to be administered by the priesthood, as Joseph Smith taught. Administer in relation to the ordinances means to dispense. It means to deal or give out. As with administering the laws and commandments, administering the ordinances bears the same restrictions. Administer gives no rights or authorities to change, add to, or subtract from the ordinances. They must be dispensed exactly as originally instructed by the Lord. Joseph Smith explained to the saints in the October 1840 conference that God set the ordinances from the beginning to always be the same. He appointed Adam to watch over them to ensure that they would not be changed. Yet the brethren have blasphemed the Lord in the administration of His laws, commandments, and ordinances. We can best illustrate this troubling fact by reviewing another of Moroni's charges against the Latter-day teachers. Why have ye polluted the holy church of God? The church can be polluted, generally speaking, in three ways: priesthood governance and organization, ordinances, and doctrine. When any or all of these elements are changed, added to, or subtracted from, they and the church at large become corrupted. Church history and the scriptures clearly document the fact that all three of these elements have become corrupted by the brethren. For example, Isaiah saw that the ordinances would be changed in the Latter-day Church and condemned the leadership for these changes. The changing of the ordinance can only be in the Latter-day Church, for the context of the entire chapter are the destructions of the second coming. But we do not need Isaiah's prophetic warning to know that the brethren have changed the ordinances. It is well known among experienced temple patrons that there were two sweeping changes to the ordinances of the endowment, one in 1990 and the other in 2005. But these changes were made after more than a century of continuous tinkering with the endowment. We may ask, where are the revelations from the head of the church authorizing such changes? Of course, there are none, nor can there be any, because the ordinances are never to be changed. The changes were made by the brethren using their own presumed authority. This is called blasphemy. The endowment and the initiatory are not the only ordinances that have been changed, added to, or subtracted from. There is hardly an ordinance in the gospel that hasn't been corrupted through change in one form or another. None of the changes were authorized by the Lord.